There goes my nose. I get on a live, there goes my nose every time. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Hello? Hello, hello? Aw, thank you for the hearts. Is it Louie? Thank you. Hi, good evening. Where are you from, Louie? It is Louie, right? Hello. I followed you from Miss, where are you from? I am, is it Mississippi? I am from South Dakota. My name is Renee. Welcome. Hi. Do you have a name? Hi, and where are you from? Hello, hello. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Oscar. Where are you from, Oscar? Michigan. Welcome. Glad to have you here. I'm going to let a few more hop on and then I'll get going. You're from New Jersey? Oh, Louie's from Michigan. Oscar's from New Jersey. Sorry. I'm like looking at that going, huh? Brandy, hi. Thank you for the badge. I really got to get me a tripod. I had one and now I can't find it. And the other one that I have doesn't work with my phone. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate that. Hi, is it Johnny? Where are you from, Johnny? Oh, hopefully my arm is going to want to hold this phone all night. Oh, thank you. I am good. I am well. I am fine. I am great. I'm glad to be here with everybody. How's that? I'm hoping I don't have to plug my phone in. Aw, well, that's good. I'm movie star pretty. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. Is it Tom? Where are you from, Tom? I appreciate that. Aw, thank you. I hear that a lot. Pretty eyes, yeah. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That's crazy. I can't tell you why it's crazy, but it's crazy for me that you're from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, but that's okay. I just can't tell you why. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Sorry. I'm just kind of... I'm from South Dakota. Thank you for all the likes, guys. You're funny. Funny guy. You think you're funny, huh? Small town big dreamer. Thank you. Appreciate that. As a trans woman, Just kidding. Just playing off of the guy from his mama's basement. Small Town Big Dreamer 83. I don't think he ever gets out of his mommy's basement. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Thank you for the badge, Randy. Just plenty good. Thank you for the badge. LOL. Oh, if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. New York, welcome. New York, do you have a name? NC, is that North Carolina? Thanks for the badges, guys. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Hopefully I'm not going to have a cat fight here. Yes, okay. Just making sure I was understanding. Thanks for the badge, Wayne. You just missed the troll that lives in his mama's basement, Wayne. Thought he was a funny guy. Kentucky, do you have a name? Kristen from Wisconsin, welcome. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. Oh, no, it's okay. Just thought he was a funny guy. Yeah, I actually have 2 cats. And the one's a boy, and he's still kind of a kitten, and he attacks my older female cat. Nuke. Oh, your name is Nuke. Okay. Aw, okay, wait, let me catch up. Who sent that? Thank you for the follow, Kristen. Is it Kristen? Thank you for the badge. Thank you for that. Renee followed the live creator. Thank you. Peter from Pittsburgh, welcome. Thank you for the badge. Yes, okay, just want to make sure, because I know 2 people that spelled that one goes by Kristen and one goes by Christine, so I just want to make sure I was saying it correctly. Thank you for liking the live, guys. I appreciate that, and all the badges. You guys are great. I was hoping we'd have a few more hop on. Hold on one sec, guys. I gotta grab my cord. You like cats? Yeah, they're my babies. I've had Chloe Bear. She'll be, let's see, she'll be like 11 here. She's like around 11. And then my itty bitty, I saved him not last summer, but the summer before. And he was basically on his deathbed, and I saved him. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Oh, apparently the guy from his mama's basement couldn't take the heat. Hey, Mark from Indiana. Hey, is tomorrow the day, Mark? Wednesday? Is that what you said? You like dogs? I have a dog too. He's in his kennel right now. LOL. Yes, okay. Yes, okay. Well, we're sending up good vibes. Everybody send up good vibes for Mr. Mark. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate all that. Well, it doesn't seem like we're going to get too many on, so I'm going to wait just a few more seconds and then I'll get started. I feel like I have a cat hair. Always, right? He is, I'm told he is, now that you say that, I'm drawing a blank. Give me a second. He's, Catahoula. I don't know if I say that correctly. He's a Catahoula with a Husky mix. I am from South Dakota, Kristen. Sorry, I'm normally more on the ball. Suddenly I'm just not on the ball tonight. I apologize, guys. Oh, shoot. One of those nights. Nice. Okay. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we're just going to plateau off, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So, if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. You have a dog? What's his name? Mine is Bentley, but we call him Boo because we used to call him Bentley Boo, and so now we just call him Boo. Just visited Mount Rushmore last summer. Aw. I love Mount Rushmore. I didn't get up there I haven't been up there for a couple of years actually. Yeah, kind of a long story. Last summer I was busy working all summer, so I didn't make it up there, and I didn't have a car. So this year I have a car, so I might get up there. Okay, guys. Well, if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. His name is Ozzy. And your name is Oscar, right? Oscar and Ozzy? Is that right? Too funny. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate that. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. My name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. If you're new here, yes. Okay, that's what I thought. So if you're new here, I started my TikTok. It'll be a year in March. The reason I started my TikTok is because, unfortunately, on September 14th of 2023, for TikTok purposes, my husband unalived himself. Yes, he is a big dog. Yeah, mine's pretty good size. He's about the size of a lab. And so when my husband passed away, I discovered I have abilities to talk to my guides, and then they slowly breadcrumbed me to my purpose. And I discovered my purpose is to be here with all of you. Thank you for the follow, Mimi Tutu. Is it Tutu? Thank you, Kristen. Yeah, my purpose, sorry, I'm just not with it tonight. So my purpose is to help others to deal with their loss and heal from their loss and trauma, and to uplift others. So that's why I'm here. Hello, nice to meet you. Glad that you're here. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Oh, is Danny in the house? Long time no see, Danny. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate that. And so my husband and I were together for 32 years, since I was 16 years old. And my whole world of 32 years crumbled. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. And thank you for the badge and all the likes. You guys are great. And so my whole world crumbled. And like I said, and then I discovered my purpose in life was to be here and help others with their loss. Oh, I'm sorry, Oscar, that you lost your brother. If you do talk to me, I'm going to tell you I do ask you questions. So did you deal with the loss of your brother? How are you dealing with it? Are you dealing with it? Aren't you dealing with it? Those are the kind of questions that I ask, because that's what we talk about here. We talk about healing and loss and trauma and all kinds of things like that. Feelings. That's what we talk about here. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Thank you for all the likes. I said I'm drama? No, not really. I go to work and I stay in my own lane. I'm in my own little bubble generally, unless I'm meditating or on my social media. Your name is Renee too? Aww. And it's spelled the same. You don't find that very often. So I'm just going to tell you, so I have 2 rules here if you hop on my lives generally. My first rule is that we always be kind here. That's all I ask, is that you be kind. My second rule is that we don't talk about politics here. It's nothing personal against either side. Just we talk about loss and trauma here and healing. And so there's a million other pages you can talk about politics, so we just don't talk about that here. Another person from their mama's basement. Just getting all kinds of them tonight. Don't get out much, huh? I love it. I lost my husband of 32 years. And my whole world crumbles, and then these people from their mama's basement get on and then think that they can troll me, when like I literally just lived the worst year of my life. My life, totally like fell apart, and they think that they can troll me. It's great. Oh, shoot. Had a year from hell, but, you know, bring out the troll from the basement to take her down. Sorry, guys. I just love it. My son took his life when he was... Oh, I am so sorry, Mark. Didn't know that. He was only 33 years old, Oscar. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that, you guys. Are you dealing with it? Are you not dealing with it? 4 hours, HR battles someone. I don't know what that means, Queen Elijah from Tennessee. I don't battle anybody. That's not my goal here. I don't care for the points or the money or everything that they entice you with. That's just not my thing. That's not why I'm here. Oh, you have 4 hours to your next battle? Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy for you. Oh, well then let's just say you identify as a woman and you're gonna hop off then, right? Go back to Mama's basement. Oh, that's awesome, Mark. I'm so glad to hear that. You are dealing with it? Okay, well that's good to hear. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Glad to have you here. Oh, like I said, I had the year from hell, year and a half from hell. My whole world of 32 years crumbles and they try to send me a mama's boy from the basement thinking they're going to take me down. Gotta love it. Oh, shoot. It's time. Sorry. Hold on, guys. Bye, mama's boy. Have fun in the basement. He's gone. Sorry about that, Mark. Okay, it helps me because I know how it is to be left. Seem like I'm doing okay, though. You know, I've done a lot of healing and yeah, I still have my moments. I had a moment this afternoon. If you've never been on my live or my videos before, I always talk about, you know, it's okay to have a moment. It's okay not to be okay all the time. Just don't unpack and live there, right? I'm just keep putting one foot in front of the other every day and doing my best, right? That's all we can do. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you for the heart, me. I appreciate that. She is from Michigan, single, 18 children, was divorced, lost her sister in a fire from Michigan. Okay, Queen Elijah, did I miss something? I apologize. Kristen, thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. Jim, thanks for the follow. Did I miss one of your comments? Because sometimes they don't let all your comments come through. So what did I miss? 18th children, was divorced, lost her sister in a fire. What did I miss? I'm sorry about your husband. My husband and I just celebrated 35th. Yeah, here in about a week, we would have been celebrating our 32nd. We were together for 32, but married 30 before he passed. How do I heal? Well, there's lots of ways. First of all, you got to walk through the storm and you just deal with your feelings. You can't sweep it under the rug. It depends on what you're healing from. Could you elaborate for me? Is it Rico? We have 5 hours left. You a bottle. I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm going through bad mood swings lately. I'm sorry, Mark. Sorry to hear about that. What am I looking for as far as, you want to elaborate? Wow, wow, another one from the basement. They're just pulling them out in droves tonight. Lord. Okay. Well, if you're new here, guys, appreciate that. So if you're new here, we always have a topic we talk about. My guides give me the topic. Tonight's topic is we're going to talk about patterns. Rico, if you want to elaborate on what you said, what you're dealing from, I can maybe help you out. And I'm such a threat. They pull them out of the basement in droves. You know, when they come. You ever heard of that? You build it, they come. Yeah, that's what happens when one comes. They all come out of the basement. It's okay. It's all right, guys. Like I said, I just went through the last year and a half, which was the hardest year of my life. Basement dwellers, do not hurt me. It's fine. You're fine. She gets too rude, I'll just block her. Not a big deal. Okay, so tonight we're talking about patterns. Do you have a pattern? Does anybody understand what I'm saying? And I hope I'll get all your comments. Of course, I'll get the trolls' comments, but they won't give me half of my regular people's comments. I love that. God love TikTok. So does anybody have a pattern? Or anybody know what I'm talking about when I say, do you have a pattern? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. 3 hours until our next battle with Janet Jett from Michigan, single parent, lost her sis. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please tell her, give her my condolences. And you can send her my way because, you know, if she's struggling with the loss, that's what we do here. That's what we talk about. So, does anybody have a pattern or know what I'm talking about when I say, do you have a pattern? A lot of people have patterns that they pick, right? They pick the same type of people, and sometimes they're not great people. Okay, sure. Mississippi. Willow, do you have a name? Is it Willow's Lace? I apologize. Mississippi, do you have a name is what I meant to say. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. So what are patterns? Janet Jett. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry. I want to screenshot so I can look that up. You think you understand? Hey, Barney, you're back. It's Angie. Welcome. And thank you for that. I appreciate that. So what are patterns? Things that we accept in relationships, either intentionally or non-intentionally, right? And so sometimes an example could be picking a partner that's maybe a narcissist, controlling, abusive, mentally or physically, manipulative, or maybe just has toxic traits, right? So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So has anybody ever had a pattern and picked any of those? Anybody want to talk to me tonight besides the basement dwellers? Gotta love it. I just love it. Cause it's never just one. That's what cracks me up, is that when they send one after me, they send a whole drove of them. It's never just one basement dweller. It's always a couple. It's just crazy. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Okay, well, I'm going to keep talking about the notes that my guide give me. Hop in anytime. We're not shy here. So recognizing that you have a pattern, that's a start, right? Anybody have a pattern? I'm hoping I'm not getting the comments tonight. Because isn't it funny how they let the basement dwellers comments come through, but not people who are actually trying to have an actual conversation. A pattern that people choose for a short time, fix, and then find themselves in the same boat again. Yes. So, well, sometimes they fix it and sometimes they don't, right? Like, yeah, and sometimes you can have your own pattern too, right? I knew that I had toxic traits, and after my husband passed, I figured out that I knew that I had those toxic traits, and so I did the shadow work. I deep dived into the storm, figure out why I had those toxic traits, how to get rid of those toxic traits. So now when I go into another relationship, I'm not carrying those toxic traits, those patterns onto somebody else or into a new relationship, right? You're guilty of that, Barney. Thank you for the badges. I appreciate that. Hey, Ruth. Good to have you here. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Thank you for the hearts. So here's the thing is recognizing. So let's just say that you're hopping into, you're getting into a relationship, right? And you know you have a pattern. Maybe your pattern is you pick a narcissist, or you pick somebody that's mentally or physically abusive. Maybe that's your pattern, right? So how do you know that you have a pattern? You have to recognize that you have the pattern, right? And then once you recognize that and you maybe start a relationship and you're like, maybe there's some red flags there that's always there that you choose to ignore, that, maybe what we always say, we put on our rose-colored glasses, right? And choose to ignore those red flags. I froze. I am so sorry. It said I had a 5-5. I'm good. Y'all can hear me. Thanks for liking the live, Ruth. I appreciate that. And so recognizing those red flags, maybe the next time that you get into a relationship and go, okay, wait a minute. I know I have a pattern of picking somebody that's a narcissist or abusive. And I see some of the same red flags that I saw in my other relationships that with those patterns. So then you have to decide, okay, you're going to either set boundaries, you're going to step out of that relationship and choose not that pattern anymore, or you're going to set boundaries, and then probably the relationship would end anyway, because I'm assuming that whoever you picked, if they're a narcissist or they're abusive, they're not going to like your boundaries, so they're going to step away from you. It do it again? I'm sorry. It's warmer now in South Dakota. She can't freeze. Yeah, it was 64 today, but with the wind, it felt like 25. It was a little chilly today, but yeah. My microphone is muted. It shouldn't be. And I have no way to check that because I'm technologically savvy. Can everybody else hear me? No, Ruth. No, you can't hear me, or no, I'm not muted. My microphone isn't off. I haven't touched anything, so it shouldn't be. Yes, you can hear me? Okay. So it's got to be on your end. It's got to be you, because I haven't touched anything. Yeah, I haven't touched anything, so it's got to be on her end. She muted me. Okay. So how do we heal? Nobody else wants to talk to me? I can't? I don't know. Well, I'm not muted because they say they can hear me and I haven't touched anything. So I would have had to push a button or something and I didn't. So somehow it's on your end, Queen Elijah from Tennessee. Because I haven't touched anything to mute me. Okay. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I'm not sure what's happening there. So I'm going to just keep going. Does anybody, I would heal by not rushing into another fast relationship. Okay. Right. And then also maybe have boundaries, right? Set your boundaries. Okay. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. For sure, right? Boundaries. Because like I said, if you're used to having, let me hop back to that. So if say you're with a narcissist, somebody who's abusive, toxic, whatever, right? As soon as you set those boundaries, I have a feeling they're going to step away from you. You're not going to have to worry about the red flags. Am I wrong? Older and a bit wiser, right, Barney? Okay. Yeah. No, I just lost my page. Hold on. I got to get back to my notes here. So the biggest thing is so how to heal. Why do I tolerate this behavior or pattern, right? So you have to recognize that you have the pattern. That's the first step, right? Realizing that you have the pattern. So then that way you can move. It's got to be your internet because everybody else seems to be fine. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are. Oh, Ruth, I do keep freezing now. Yeah, my internet sucks sometimes. Oh, I am freezing in my back. Can you hear me now? Okay. All right. So realizing how to heal. First, you have to realize, how do I tolerate this behavior or pattern, right? How am I figuring out that you have the pattern? And then that's your first step into healing. It must halftime, LOL. I love it. Either the trolls are freezing me, or it's my internet, or my comments never come. I'm on a roll this week. Can you guys still hear me? Can you hear me now? I feel like the Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Sorry. I didn't sleep well last night. I had that scratchy throat from the weekend, so I kept waking up with the dry throat, and then I would cough. And then after I finally got rid of that, then I had restless leg for 2 hours. So, Indiana, welcome. Glad to have you here. So it was a rough night, to say the least. Okay, so now you've discovered you have a pattern. You discovered that how to set boundaries or to see the red flags, right? A lot of times when you have these patterns, you don't know how to love yourself. So figuring out, why don't I love myself? Okay, now I love myself. Figuring out your worth. Know that you're worth, know your worth. And then you can move forward, right? And hopefully break that pattern, right? Let's see. Setting boundaries. We're going to talk about that real quick. Setting boundaries, because I know we're not taught how to set boundaries, right? And a lot, because can you imagine? I know my parents, especially when I was in my 20s, I can remember trying to set boundaries. Yeah, no, right? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. So setting boundaries, no longer letting someone to disrespect you and being willing to cut people off. That's the hard part. Sometimes, right? The tough love of it. Being willing to cut people off if they won't respect your boundaries. And that can apply, like I said, to parents, siblings, friends, partners, right? Okay, guys, that's pretty much all I have. Hopefully you guys got something out of that with me freezing all the time. Okay, glad to know. Good luck. It's a strange night. It's a strange night after all. Okay, sorry. Just between the trolls and anyway. So is anybody still here with me? Hello? Does anybody hear me? Hello? before I go any further, can anybody hear me? Am I still freezing? Fan-fucking-tastic. Sorry. That's somebody's name. That's crazy. Okay, well, I'm going to give sorry guys, my shameless plug that I have to give, that my guides tell me I have to give. So if you're not familiar, I have a YouTube channel. I am a medium, so if you go over and look me up under Scorpio Medium and give me a follow, I would surely appreciate that. I have 2 email addresses if you're interested in setting up and booking a channeling session with somebody from the other side. You can do that through scorpiomedium74@yahoo.com or scorpiomedium74@gmail.com or scorpiomedium74@gmail. Like I said, you can email me there if you would like to @gmail. Like I said, you can email me there if you would like to set up a channeling session. You want to talk about anybody before I hop off for the night? If you're not familiar, I'm here Sunday through Wednesday night between 7 and 8 o'clock Mountain Time. That's usually when I'm here. Anybody got anything else they want to say? I'm guessing comments aren't coming through. They're only letting them because it's a choice. Oh, hold on. We got a couple people hopping on maybe. If you're just hopping on, hey, James. Hey, Mike. How are you guys? I'm gonna stay on for a few minutes. I've had quite a few trolls tonight, so... pretty much already went through my thing. They said I was, my internet connection apparently was not great tonight, so. Wow, they're just sending the trolls through tonight. What they don't understand is they control me all they want. I just went through the last 1.5 years of hell and lost my whole world of 32 years. So yeah, bring it on, people. I hope y'all have a great night. And like I said, remember to make tomorrow great because it's a choice. And until we meet again, guys.